you. Here we go. I am a magnet to money. I now have more than I need. I am a magnet to money. Money, money loves. What's your name? I am a magnet to money. I now have more than I need. I am a magnet to money. Money, money loves. That's right. I am a magnet to money. I now have more than I need. I am a magnet to money. Money, money loves me. 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 There's a secret to success. Everybody hopes to find. There's a key to the world, and it's mine, all mine. There's a world of opportunity filled with possibility and dreams that I'm gonna find. I got a millionaire mind. I say.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Apa khabar semua? Anda kembali bersama saya, Amin Hayat, dalam Amin Hayat Show. Hari ini, show program The Real Investment. Terima kasih kepada anda yang sentiasa bersama saya pada program Amin Hayat Show ini. Dan Alhamdulillah saya mendapat banyak maklum balas daripada anda sendiri. Terima kasih. Sebab apa? Ada yang nak tahulah dengan lebih mendalam apakah pelaburan-pelaburan yang menarik, pelaburan-pelaburan yang betul, legit, yang disahkan. Jadi ramai yang bertanyakan kepada saya bagaimanakah, apakah bentuk-bentuk pelaburan yang ada di pasaran ketika ini. Maka tercetuslah Amin Hayat Show, The Real Investment. Dan Alhamdulillah terima kasih kepada Insing Group, iaitu syarikat pelaburan daripada Pulau Pinang yang sudi bekerjasama sepanjang program ini berlangsung. Dan hari ini saya akan menyentuh sedikit sebanyak berkaitan dengan private company investment. Nak tahu apa itu? Sama-sama kita nantikan selepas ini.
Insing Group is a family trust advisory firm that helps our clients to preserve, grow, and create a legacy to their family assets. Our commitment in being the most reputable advisory company has contributed to our tremendous growth last year. We are celebrating the team's achievements and are committed to provide the top-notch financial advices to our clients. My name is Alvin Po, I'm the Director of Insing Group.
Baiklah, terima kasih kerana menunggu saya dalam program The Real Investment ini. Tapi sebelum itu, saya ingin mewar-warkan kepada anda apa kata like, share dan juga komen di Facebook dan juga YouTube Amin Hayat Show, dan juga berbuat demikian di Facebook, YouTube di High Flyer Asia. Okey, saya nak berinteraksi sedikit dengan audience. Hai Nasrullah, apa khabar? Thank you very much. Hai Jiwu, apa khabar? Okey, baiklah. Bercakap tentang private company investment ini, tentang pelaburan syarikat swasta. Adakah anda tahu apa itu? Okey, senang ceritalah sedikitlah. Kalau saya lah nak memulakan perniagaan saya, Amin Hayat, ya, saya memerlukan modal. Kalau tak cukup modal, saya kena pinjam dengan keluarga, dengan rakan-rakan. Itu namanya angel investor. Tetapi kalau saya dah kukuhkan perniagaan itu dan ingin mengembangkan sedikit perniagaan, maka saya memerlukan modal yang lebih. Jadi saya pergi ke pihak institusi keuangan ataupun pihak bank ataupun investor yang ingin invest pada perniagaan saya, itu namanya venture capital. Dan sekiranya perniagaan saya dah berkembang maju, nak kukuhkan bukan sahaja di Malaysia tetapi di Singapura, di Thailand dan lain-lain negara, saya memerlukan modal yang lebih. Jadi itu saya memerlukan private placement di mana menjual saham kepada private investor. Dan bertepatan dengan pada hari ini kita punya tetamu khas, iaitu JOCOM. Kalau anda tidak tahu apa itu JOCOM, JOCOM sebenarnya adalah platform e-dagang beli belah barangan keperluan yang telah bermula pada tahun 2015 ataupun 2015, dan pada tahun ini 2021, baru-baru ini JOCOM telah disenaraikan di 1X Singapura. Sebab apa? Sebab dia mahu mengembangkan bisnes mereka, mahu mendapatkan rakan kongsi strategik dan develop new teknologi baru disebabkan mereka adalah e-dagang. Jadi mereka hendak develop teknologi baru dan menguatkan jenama JOCOM di pasaran, bukan sahaja pasaran tempatan tetapi di luar negara. Dan alhamdulillah, sejak di listing di 1X Singapura, JOCOM mendapat raise sebanyak 5.6 juta USD Sing dollar. Okey, untuk makluman kepada anda, kita nak tahulah apa opportunity ataupun peluang-peluang pelaburan syarikat swasta daripada founder JOCOM. Okey, jangan ke mana-mana, kita tengok video ini yang telah dilistkan JOCOM di 1X Singapura.
3, 2, and 1. Take it away, gentlemen. Woo! And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause. JOCOM is now officially listed on One Exchange. Congratulating JOCOM.
Thank you to be present today here to celebrate our listing in One Exchange Singapore.
Of course, this celebration is actually to celebrate our new milestone of JOCOM.
Congratulations to JOCOM.
The successful listing in Singapore. This is just the beginning. There is lots of challenges that we have gone through for the past 6 years. I hope we will be prosperous and also doing more better than what we are today.
Today is a very eventful day. This is a beginning of a great business venture.
In the new updates for us, we actually going to be trying ourselves to be listed in the US in the next 3 years.
And of course, not forgetting to our JOCOM team that we would not have achieved what we have today without them. Thank you very much.
All the best.
Well done.
Congratulations once again.
You bring JOCOM to be a category killer and number 1 in ASEAN.
Okey, baiklah, itu sedikit sebanyak berkaitan dengan JOCOM listing di 1X di Singapura. Okey, tapi sebelum itu kepada anda di rumah, jangan lupa share kepada rakan-rakan anda, kongsikan kepada grup-grup anda tentang sesi perkongsian ini. Kita nak tahu apakah peluang-peluang pelaburan syarikat swasta oleh JOCOM itu sendiri. Okey, kita nak berinteraksi dengan audiens kita pada hari ini. Azizul Hakim, apa khabar? Nasrullah Jaafar, tak pernah miss rancangan ni. Terima kasih. Okay, Remy, Big Boy Zone, the right time to invest. Oh, semalam kita dah makan durian. Hari ni kita cakap pasal investment. Memang terbaik. Hai Hussein, apa khabar? Aiman, terima kasih. Muhammad Zakri, okay, terima kasih. Okay, baiklah. Tanpa membuangkan masa lagi, saya menjemput founder JOCOM, iaitu Joshua Siu. Dipersilakan. Joshua, hai Joshua, apa khabar?
Hi, Amin. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
By the way, anyway, tahniah lah sebab dah listed in one exchange Singapore. I'm sure they have a lot of opportunity out there. I mean, in terms of private company investment, right? Okay, Joshua. First of all, probably people want to know why people need to invest in a private company investment actually.
Okay, basically a lot of people started as a normal guy who actually doesn't know what to do, and a lot of people actually try to invest in companies that they choose to be popular and also choose to be good. And of course, they want to make sure that the investment that they make is actually making them 5 times, 10 times the kind of like value in return. So investing in startups, we call it the swasta, we call it the private company startups like us. Last time when you invest in startups, you wish that they can return your investment in the next 5 years time. So up to like 5 times, 10 times, and all the kind of value. A lot of people actually think that investing in private companies will wait too long, but it's actually a long haul game. So that's why investing in private companies will wait for about 5 to 10 years to actually
5 to 10 years.
Yes.
To get the returns.
Yes, to invest in them, you must believe in them, you must help them together as well. So as a supporter of an investor, you will try to help the company to grow together at the same time. So a lot of investors likes to invest in startups, but very minimal amount, like up to 1 ringgit to become like 100 ringgit or to 1,000 ringgit or to 10,000 ringgit to support a private company like a private swasta company, private investment. So that's why they invest like 1 ringgit or 10,000 ringgit, but can come back like 10 times. It become like 100,000 ringgit in like in the next 5 years. So usually this is how the investment of startup actually works.
Okay, that is the benefits. Are we talking about the risiko pula? Bagaimana kita nak tahu apakah risiko-risiko kalau kita invest dalam private company investment ni?
Okay, for private company investment is always going to be very special, and they have to wait for a long time. And usually the risk is actually about you don't try to invest all your money into one company. You actually try to invest multiple companies. So how the real people in the investor world actually invest is that they invest 5 companies. They invest up to 5 companies. Hopefully 1 or 2 become $1 million company. So eventually they like invest 10,000 ringgit, 5,000 ringgit, 20,000 ringgit, 50,000 ringgit, then 1,000 ringgit. So with the 5 companies, they hope that 1 or 2 of them become a golden egg. So, of course, those who invested in us previously 5 years ago, they actually have a chance to experience Singapore listing. So they have a golden egg one time. So, of course, it's how actually example of JOCOM is. So to actually explain the golden egg is you're not sure or you wouldn't know the risk of which one will be one of the golden egg. Like invest in multiple companies. So, of course, they are one of it.
Sebenarnya kita boleh kita bukan sahaja investment tu kita kena letak di beberapa company untuk memastikan mendapat yang mana lebih untung lah di situ. Jangan letakkan investment pada satu tempat saja.
Let's say you pick Amin 10,000, JOCOM 20,000, ABC 10,000. So that's how the investor of startup supposed to be as an investor. So investor will try to pick the company, and the risk is you might lose everything. But one of the company will become a golden egg and they become a millionaire. So that's how Alibaba, in Tencent, in so other like China companies like Alibaba actually make their money from. So usually investing in startup company is actually very risky, but you must invest in a wisely and of course choose the right one. Of course, believing in the founders is important. So investing in a company, especially private companies,
Yeah.
you must first understand the founders' credibility. And of course, second is the business that do you like or not. Usually, the risk is about losing everything, but
Yeah.
how to minimize risk is to look at the founder, check the founder, and check the business type that you think that you like to invest in. If you say you don't like to invest in stock market, then you like to invest into business, then you select business that you understand well. So to cut down your risk. But every investment have a risk. Of course, there's a risiko on every investment. But
Yes, betul.
to minimize it, we actually say that you must check the founder, you must check the company business type. So that will actually minimize the risk of the investment of going nothing. Yeah, that's
Apa
how
pun
actually-
kena buat research dulu lah tentang background the company, background of the founder kan. Apa yang kita minat. Business itu antara mengurangkan risiko-risiko kita daripada lose our money in investment.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. That's one of the steps.
Okay. Actually, who can invest actually? Yeah.
Oh, basically everyone can invest.
Everyone can.
Malaysia context of investment in Malaysia, in bank and guarantor policies, and also the Malaysia Ministry of Finance policy, everyone above 18 years old can invest.
Oh.
But you must be divided into three types of investor. One is called beginner, one is called amateur, called is savvy investor. So if we go into like previously when we go into the like the crowdfunding and etc.
Yes.
Those are so crowdfunding, right? You actually have a chance to understand whether which type of investor you are. So they actually dictate by your bracket of your salary. So they roughly tell you if you are bracket from 1 ringgit to 100,000 ringgit, you are beginner. Then ringgit to 250,000 ringgit, you are actually amateur. So your savvy means you have more than 300,000 assets and worth based on your salary bracket and also based on your own personal worth well. So when this type of trade investor, you have a chance to invest. As long as you are more than 18 years old and above, you can actually invest to startups company in Malaysia, or actually consider it as an equity-based investment.
I see. I think bergantung kepada kedudukan kewangan jugalah kita punya pocket kan.
Yes, of course. So you can be
talking
like semua kan.
Talking about money, how much the minimum investment actually?
Usually startups like the new startups usually who actually build companies. But some usually always you will look at from 1 ringgit to become 10,000 ringgit, and some even from 1,000 ringgit or 5,000 ringgit or even 300 ringgit or 500 ringgit as well. So it all depends on the starting of the company that start to invest on. So like JOCOM as an example. So JOCOM actually started with 3,000 ringgit last time.
3,000. Wow.
Yeah,
Kalau I pun nak jugalah kalau dulu.
But today we won't be at 3,000
Today tak
ringgit.
dapat.
So no more already. Yes, we already went through the Swasta punya startup mechanism. Now we're listening to 1x exchange in Singapore. So yes, we used to start like 3,000 ringgit, and then of course the investor will hope to get back 300,000 ringgit or 3 million ringgit. So like 10 times, 30 times, or 100 times. So usually this will take about 5 years to 10 years down the road to actually experience this. So of course with the mode of the investment, it starts from 1 ringgit until up to 10,000 ringgit. So if you are a beginner, they will say that you must only invest up to 10,000 ringgit. If you are amateur, you are actually up to 50,000 ringgit. If you are happy, you can invest more than 100,000 ringgit into private companies, into startups like us. So of course it all depends on your bracket and also on your risk and your reward and everything else. But most of the investors in the market who do through crowdfunding or go through investment in equity, you are actually bound by your own risk and assessment. So that's why how much to invest on, I can tell you that it starts from $1. 1 ringgit also got 1 ringgit until 100,000, few millions also got. But eventually the cheapest I saw so far in the market, which we experienced before, is up to 1,500 ringgit. They can come back with 10,000 ringgit after 5 years, or the 10 times of investment growth rate. And some even invest only like 10,000 ringgit, can get like 100,000 ringgit in 5 years. So there are things like that actually happen in the market. So if you talk about like people like Grab, if you look at Grab, the taxi, and you look at like other startups, like they become a unicorn. So those who invest in them last time, maybe 10,000 ringgit, now actually worth more than 100 times because they're worth $6 billion now. So
True. Yeah,
the
betul.
value actually grow right for the past 5 years. So yes, the minimum investment is actually up to 1 ringgit. But I see so far it's actually people will do at 500 ringgit, 1,000 ringgit, 1,005. So it's actually the most cheapest so far I've seen so far.
Okay. Talking about the one exchange, the JOCOM already listed in one exchange in Singapore. It's a private placement, right? So probably you can elaborate on that.
Okay, basically for one exchange itself, it's oversubscribed previously. When we actually start to listen to private exchange in Singapore, we are actually being oversubscribed before we even start our private placement. So basically, due to that private investment of the investors, we actually list us up by saying that the shares are actually openly sold into the one exchange itself. So the exchange itself is probably known as a public traded entity. So of course, to this one exchange itself is a very special, like a lead market. It's like a lead market in Malaysia, but this time it's in Singapore. So eventually, the people who actually want to invest into this one exchange itself, for Singapore's criteria is you must earn more than 250,000 Singapore dollar yearly, only you can start investing in us. So that I already tell you the answer. So those who invest in one exchange, they must have at least
that kind of amount of money. Wow.
yes. So of course, people who actually invested in us, who believe in us previously when we started, of course, they already invested early stage, and with like less than 50,000, less than 100,000, less than 10,000, and now they saw the value grow after 5 years. So of course, this is the first 5 years, and of course, we looking at the condition. I was saying that they make them how many percent back. So to be very, very interesting to see that one exchange itself, the listing exercise, those who actually follow us previously, they have made 3 times.
3 times. Okay. That's good. Wow.
That's good.
Okay. Kalau contohlah kalau ada di luar sana audience kita lah nak invest in JOCOM. So probably because of one exchange is already closed and because it's a private listing, right? So what other opportunity yang ada yang boleh JOCOM tawarkan?
Oh, okay. I should say that JOCOM now has gone into a stage where we are restructuring, and then we want to expand our business not only in Southeast Asia, because with the one X listing itself, JOCOM actually start to conquer into Southeast Asia. We are going into Indonesia, we're going to Thailand, we're going to China, we're going to Australia, and due to pandemic basis, we are still doing cross-border e-commerce to around the world in Southeast Asia itself. But we cannot forget our biggest market in the world is actually the USA. So we found that Malaysian products has been very, very, very good and very receptive in the US. So we found that the next place that we want to conquer and also to expand to is the USA. So we found that it's going to be soon. So hopefully those who actually listening today, you want to take this opportunity, how to make 4 times to 10 times, you must actually, you want to, so how to make 4 times to 10 times, that kind of mechanism, when we IPO, please send your message to Amin Hayat Show, and we give you a waiting list or KIV. When we have a new announcement, we actually announce that to you guys as well. Because for this USA itself, we found that Silicon Valley, USA itself is a place where startups are supposed to go. After having a compliance exercise in Singapore, listing in Singapore is actually a compliance. With the compliance that we have, we really have a chance to be listed in the US. So we are trying to do that. And of course, it will be soon. We will try to announce this, but because due to we haven't get approval from Security Equity Commissions in the USA yet, so we cannot announce the date yet. But of course, we are the means of making. Like you see in the newspaper, like Custom is going to 2 billion SPAC reverse takeover. We see Grab going to US listing again, like $6 billion US. So yes, we are doing that part too. And of course, we hope that this round of the USA IPO, we have a chance to share with everyone. But of course, our journey now is like we are in the midst of doing all the paperwork and everything else.
Yes.
And hopefully this time, those who actually join us have a chance to make up to 4 times, to 5 times, to 10 times. We're not sure, but we can tell you that it won't be like a 20% or like, there's no such thing as called 20% or 10% thing, but
Mhm.
we'll try our best to see what are the numbers that we can actually help to get the investors to US. And this time with a $4 currency exchange rate, you have a very, very good chance of understanding the USA market as well. Yes.
People, Joshua, people wondering why groceries? Groceries have a potential in the. Is it a huge market right now?
Oh, basically in grocery itself, due to the pandemic, and it's actually happened, and because of COVID-19, online grocery has been booming. And to be honest with you, back in 5 years, JOCOM was not seen as a grocery. People will tell you that my mom will buy from Pasar Pagi lah, Pagi pergi Pasar Raya lah. So all the people will think that online grocery is nothing. But when it comes to COVID-19 in Malaysia, where it's a lockdown and pandemic area, you don't dare go out. So grocery online has become a very big market. And to be honest with you, last year's statistics from Malaysia Department, they said that Malaysia has grown from 80 billion ringgit to 300 billion ringgit industry into 2020 for grocery itself. So imagine how big the grocery market is. Because why? You have to understand. Today you finish drinking new drinks, maybe coffee you buy from 3-in-1 coffee. You finish drinking it, tomorrow you buy again. If today you finish drinking your tea, tomorrow you buy again. You finish your toilet roll, you finish, then you buy again.
Beli lagi, yes.
So you see, it's actually a recurring mechanism where grocery online is actually a recurring kind of like business model, and then allowing you to actually make some margin out of it. So that's why every time when you go back to hometown, if you do have a chance to go back to hometown this time, you go to your corner shop of your house or your family's house, the corner shop where kedai runcit always still there. Why? Because grocery industry is a very big industry. So the kedai runcit will be there to serve the community. And you finish drinking your 3-in-1 today, you buy again the 3-in-1 coffee.
Yes.
You drink your cocoa milk, you will buy milk again. You buy toilet roll again. So every day you buy shampoo, you buy this and that. So it's actually a recurring business model that grocery industry is actually growing very fast. And with the pandemic, coming for 1 or 2 years, and we're gonna live with COVID-19, you have to buy groceries online to send to your doorstep.
Joshua, I want to clear up because there's a lot of comparison out there. The player, what actually the difference between JOCOM and other player?
Oh, okay. There's actually 3 types of players of grocery player in the market. Okay, some we call it the concierge model. Concierge model means that they help you to buy the products. They don't own any stocks, so they actually buy the products and send to your doorstep. So one or two most popular industry players in Malaysia is actually the one that they help you to buy and then they send to your doorstep, the green color and the pink color. So usually they will help you to buy. Decided whether it's a small item or big item, they'll help you to buy within 1 or 2 hours. They send to your doorstep. Those are called concierge model. The second model we call that they don't do any stocks, but they help someone else to sell the grocery itself. So they call it drop shipping. Drop shipping means they don't carry the stocks, but they run a website. They do grocery. They help people to cut the stocks from other players to put into the selling, and someone else deliver it.
Oh yeah.
The second type. The third type is like us, JOCOM, where we are pure play. We own our own dark room fulfillment. You probably want to ask me what's called dark room fulfillment. Then you actually we have our own dark room fulfillment. We actually let you order online on our app and our web itself. Then from there, you pay your money and it will deliver to your doorstep in 24 to 48 hours. But there's no physical stores running into it. So the second one is the one that they actually use to have the store and also a website together at the same time. So usually players who actually have the store and also the online, they actually are hybrid model. But ours is no physical presence. You cannot go into my shop at all. You only can have an online physical presence. You cannot go into my store, run my warehouse, you know, run everywhere. You can't
faham.
Yes.
So bermakna ada beza lah, ada beza yang pertama, yang kedua dan yang ketiga. So okay, thank you. Okay, before Joshua, before we wrap up lah, maybe any advice to audience out there yang nak jadi investor to JOCOM, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, to let you understand to give you some advice on investment, it's like first you must check the owner's name in Google. Are they reputable? So if today you check Joshua Seal's name in Google, you type it, you will see that my name is I'm the founder of JOCOM. So second, you must actually look at their presentation and their business model. And
Yes.
anyone who actually try to invest in a new company or invest into a company that actually exists, you must really, really check them out on the business model itself. Then the third advice that I can give you guys is that you try to invest slowly, and the first time with a small amount, then the follow-up funds with the second time amount and third amount, and hopefully this person or this company will able to succeed and also drive to a bigger company itself. So to my investors or to anyone actually in the market or investors in the market want to invest companies, you start with first time investment with them. Then you follow up next 2 years, you do another round of investment with them. Then you follow up the third year, if you wish to third time investment, you probably, this guy will actually fly lah. So my advice to everyone out there is that you must look at the company and follow them and check on them out, how they do their business and everything else. So if you have a time to actually invest in this company for 3 times or the third time, this company.
Okay, thank you very much, Joshua, for your for your sharing. Okay, thank you very much and stay safe ya. So kepada thank you. Kita akan jumpa lagi. Ada lagi show next week. JOCOM bersama Amin Hayat.
Yes.
Okay, stay safe. Okay, thank you. Okay, kepada anda yang ingin mendapatkan maklumat berkaitan dengan peluang-peluang pelaburan berkaitan dengan private company investment yang ditawarkan oleh JOCOM, bolehlah isi borang yang disediakan di ruangan komen dan boleh hantarkan kepada kami. Okey, untuk makluman kepada anda, pastinya saya rasa di luar sana tu ramai yang suka main game di internet kan, main game online game lah. Jadi pada minggu hadapan, pada hari Khamis jam 1 tengah hari, saya akan membawakan anda satu figura yang hebat dalam e-sport, iaitu Jane Chia, founder kepada Lugiani, iaitu organisasi e-sport yang cukup mantap di pasaran Singapura, Malaysia dan Taiwan, yang memfokuskan kepada gamers wanita di Asia dengan menyediakan latihan, menyediakan galakan kepada peluang-peluang wanita untuk menjadi atlet e-sport. Dan kita nak tahu bagaimanakah e-sport ini, apakah peluang-peluang pelaburan yang boleh kita dapat melalui e-sport ini. Itu dia perkongsian saya pada hari ini. Kita akan kembali pada minggu hadapan. Terima kasih kepada anda yang sentiasa bersama dengan Amin Hayat Show, The Real Investment. Assalamualaikum dan sampai jumpa. Bye-bye.
Make it fun.
Okay.
I'll let you pick asterisk. I'm going to go with Pacific Pink. I think that I believe in them. I feel like they're very, very strong and they understand. And they did watch the last series.
Yeah, they watched last series. Last series might be quite tired.
Exactly. It's a big deal, right? Just playing 1 game or 5 games, right? It's a really big difference, right? So I'm hoping that this goes to the third final game. I want to see some great dotes. I think that we'll see that. We'll see really back and forth.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's interesting because a lot of the teams are been watching each other.
But they immediately counter with the OD, right?
Love it.
Because you're able to astro anybody who gets duel, and that means that Legion Commander isn't going to get such an easy game as she did the last one.
So okay, I think it's a Magic Luna, which means it's a 1. I think that Mirana will probably be a 4. I think that because generally,
it could be a mid Mirana.